Hello everyone, can you hear us? We're not doing the 6 feet thing right now. Probably. Oh, you can. Here, I'll read these.
Hey everybody. Oh, we're using the phone again. Just gonna fall off. The new computer we got, for some reason the software's not wanting to work for us, which I guess is pretty normal when you don't know a lot about computers. How's everybody doing tonight?
Just scrolling faster than that one. Hello, Teresa, Wanda, Leah. How's everybody doing during this quarantine time?
If I had my new glasses on, I could probably read that phone right now, but it's going so fast.
Hey, Jerry. Want to give a shout out to everybody in Patreon. Hopefully some of you guys are watching the live feed tonight.
Yeah, that Patreon, it's still a work in progress, so be patient with us. And then we're starting to get a little bit more familiar with the Discord, so whoever hasn't got on the Discord, jump on there and chat with each other. And I try to get on there as much as possible.
Yeah, I think the comments are coming across live there, and these are a little older. That's alright. Just take it back down. I'll type, you talk.
Let's see if you can figure that out too. Yeah, if we get this laptop working, it'll probably be a lot better. I was going to say, Josh, just go to your regular page and read the comments that way. For some reason, chat on the computer is going way slow, and the one on the phone is going really fast. So what's everybody been up to during all this? You know, just sitting at home and do we got anybody on here that does videos and stuff? Been working on any videos or?
That's the button I want right there.
Maybe we got some people on here that does tarot card readings or palm readings or. That'd be some good discussions in Discord. I think I just read on there somebody works with a doctor. Right. With doctors. Are you a nurse? Or you guys work in the office? Or I can't see the names on there. It's like way too far away for me. Yeah, it's probably gonna be rough working in doctor's office right now. Yeah, Josh ain't kidding how fast them comments go. You start to read one and it's like gone. Do we do tarot card readings or anything like that? If you're asking me that, no, we don't.
Well, shit.
I think the first time I ever had a tarot card reading done was, I think I was probably 12 or 13. Well, Josh just figured out something.
I got the questions, so I got that figured out, so I can kind of read the stuff a little bit better. Thank you, Joey. I am reading the questions now, so I apologize. It seems like every time we go live, it's on a different device. So trying to figure it out is a bit crazy.
Hopefully we can get this laptop working, and then we'll be pretty much just using this laptop for everything. So
what's everybody doing with this shutdown and all the craziness? Hey, John. Ethan's a truck driver. Thank you, Ethan. We appreciate truck drivers.
be safe out there.
Hello, London. Right now we're working on, hopefully we're going to get some videos wrapped up with the editing and probably upload them to you guys here on YouTube before, to give you guys something to do and to show our appreciation for your guys' support over the years.
Where's everybody from on here?
Yeah, Portsmouth, Ohio. We did some filming down that way. Miamisburg, Ohio. We're doing filming in Miamisburg right now. Well, we were until we got shut down.
So I got UK, Australia, Philippines, got Arkansas,
West Virginia.
New York. Got a little bit of everywhere.
See, now with Sean's here, you guys don't have to just sit here and listen to me talk for an hour. You can listen to Sean too.
I know you guys probably enjoyed the whole conversation with Josh, so.
North Carolina, always Australia.
Josh may have to stop that once in a while to read a comment.
I
I think Josh is just reading all the comments.
I don't know how you stop it.
Alright, so read that one. Why not?
Okay, Crystal from Memphis, she says, I've been staying home with the dog and mom for at least 2 weeks. Be safe in Memphis. We got a Missouri. That is Charlie. Oh, Charlie's Angels. Uh-huh. We do look like brothers. That is because we are.
We just need to get Josh, get him some piercings, and then we'd really look alike.
Knoxville, Tennessee. John's always showing up in the lives, and we appreciate it, John. So we're kind of debating on a few different cases. We've got one that's the Kevin Keith story. If you guys are familiar with that case, it was on Death Row Stories. Kevin Keith was sentenced to death back in the late 1990s for a brutal murder, but there was no evidence convicting Kevin. Since then, Kim Kardashian's been working on his case. Several other wrongly convicted individuals on death row. But we had the opportunity to go to the house where the murders were committed and film an episode, which it turned out crazy, and we got some of our best evidence was during this case. Our phone's kind of connected. Okay, you read the questions and all. So anyhow, right now we are not out doing any filming like I said before. This is the cup that my daughter got me.
Josh, did you say something about Kim Kardashian?
Yes. No affiliation with us. It's just a case that she was working on. Actually, they were just there a couple weeks ago filming. And we filmed an episode at the house. Documented probably some of our most compelling paranormal evidence in over 15 years. And then the other case we're working on is another murder case, which we got the opportunity to go to that house as well. There was a body that was found out in the garage. She'd been missing for 2 years. And then there was another guy murdered on the property. And then there was his wife was murdered and placed in a barrel. So we aren't for sure yet which one we'll release.
Says Luke.
Hey, Luke.
You investigated the haunted bar in Hartford City, Indiana.
How did that go, Luke? That is a pretty crazy case if you guys haven't watched the video. So anyhow, we hope to be back out on the road in the next month or so, because we were in the middle of working on so many cases, and we had so many cases backed up that we were trying to get done. So this is going to put us way behind.
And Luke, you said you saw a shadow in the men's bathroom. Was it a full body apparition or? Monica, tell your daughter happy birthday for us.
27.
Tomorrow.
Yep. Nicole B. I want to know about the case. She actually took it to the White House, if I'm correct, I believe. Yes, that is the case. She's worked on multiple death row cases. This just happens to be one of them. And at the time we went up there to film, we didn't realize they were also working on filming a documentary for Kevin Keith. So it's pretty neat how it all. And what was cool is, we went in mainly to figure out who or what was haunting the home. And we also, after doing the interviews and learning more about the case, we wanted to see if the spirits would actually tell us who came in and murdered them. So it's pretty dramatic and compelling evidence. American Amy, yes, that's true. The more people working on the case, and after we started doing it, because we really weren't interested in telling the story of Kevin Keith, even though you don't want anybody wrongly convicted. But our whole thing was the paranormal side of things. So the more I researched his case, the more you learn that there was literally no evidence to convict this guy.
Teresa, you asked, do you ever um, actually get scared? Yeah, I get pretty much terrified. But I think that's kind of what, I don't know. It's kind of a good thing, though, too. Because if you went into every investigation and you didn't get scared a little bit or what have you, I'm not sure if it'd be that much fun to me. So I enjoy it. That's why I keep at it. Josh is pointing.
I was just reading questions.
Oh.
Portsmouth, we didn't really do anything down in Portsmouth. We're working on a couple missing person cases there in Chillicothe. And Portsmouth happens to be tied to the interview process.
Spirit box, I'm not sure that.
I love the spirit box you guys use on the show. What's it called? I think it's just a Radio Shack, like radio that he converted into a spirit box. Our spirit boxes and a lot of our equipment that we use was developed by a researcher in the UK, and then he ships it over to us to test out, and then if it's successful, then we just continue to use it. So, and according to him, there was only a couple models of this spirit box left, because they update the models so frequently. So I'll have to get on that and check, but I don't think it's available.
Kay, for your answer, not knowing what will happen is the scariest part. I agree 100% on that. I better not change it.
Susan, I don't think watching paranormal shows necessarily opens you up to a haunting. Um, I don't know exactly why all hauntings take place. Sometimes the reasons are pretty obvious, and other times it makes no sense. I think the biggest thing is anytime you open that communication between here and the other side, you should just be mindful of what may come through.
Yeah, Penhurst was pretty awesome. I don't know if we'll ever, make it back there, but
Wanda, I'm going to have to look into that. I heard there was some stuff going on down there. CC, we're hoping to do a documentary on our childhood. Actually, it was in the works before all this happened, so right now everything's kind of at a standstill. The equipment, I'll post a link. We've got a guy over in Indianapolis. He's a engineer who is working on developing new equipment for us to use out in the field, not only for Paranormal Nightmare, but also for Chasing Evil.
Yep, give a shout out to Leo. He's the one that's been doing our equipment for us.
We are investigating, Heather, the case of Wanda Lemons there in Chillicothe. I'm sure you're familiar with that. We've already shot quite a bit of stuff on it. We just got to go back and continue. We've got quite a bit more filming to do.
Nathan, there is, I think, a link on our YouTube if you go there. And we appreciate everybody.
Noel, yeah, we're filming several episodes for Chasing Evil, so hopefully we'll have those out soon. Those just take quite a bit more to film, because we actually do investigating outside the paranormal, so you have to reach out to people and do your own investigating.
That's a good question for Josh.
What?
Tina asks, can someone attach their self to you if someone is passing away?
I don't know. I don't know how that works, honestly. I think, like anybody's had experiences where they've had a loved one pass away, and you've experienced things, whether it be with that loved one or, vivid dreams and stuff like that, whether they're just letting you know that they're okay and at peace. So even people that don't believe in the paranormal have those experiences. So there's something to it.
Let's see here. Mud. What's the max amount of time you spent actually doing on-site investigation at a place with activity?
We usually, like, if we're going out to film, we'll get up around 4 o'clock in the morning and hit the road, and we'll get there however long it takes to get there, and we'll spend probably 2 or 3 hours shooting B-roll around the house, another couple hours shooting interviews, and then however long it takes to set up the equipment at the house, and then we'll spend 5-6 hours in the house for the investigation, and then another hour or so for the cleansing. So we've done cases where we filmed for 20 some hours straight. Those are you guys aren't familiar with the filming side of things. It usually, like, we film like 44-minute episodes. In this type of work, like reality TV, it usually takes about an hour to get 1 minute of usable footage. So on average, people will spend 40 some hours to get a 44-minute video. Of course, we only spend 20 some hours, and then of course we'll spend 80 hours editing and going over evidence, and so it's roughly about 2 weeks per episode.
Sandra, I think we all got kids, and I think pretty much about every one of the kids are interested in it. At least all mine are. But I'd say I got maybe one or two that would probably love to go and do an investigation or something, but they'll have to wait till they move out and then they can go do whatever they want.
Jessica, we don't use any type of protection going into an investigation, only because we're there to communicate with the spirits, and we don't want to do anything that's going to push them away or keep them away from us. So our whole protection process is kind of when the cleansing happens. But no, before the case, we don't do anything.
I think we've always talked about going to the UK, but it's just, I guess time will tell. Hopefully, we'll be able to branch out more and more. We just got to get through this crisis that we're in right now.
Hey, Brookie, glad you could make it. It's better to be late than never, right?
No, I wasn't a wild child. Josh was. Would you agree with that?
I think you were wild too.
No, I think Josh was when we was younger. Maybe as I got older, I may have been a little bit more, but I think we all got a little bit of wild in us, right?
Hello, Kelly from Orlando. Rocky was working all day, so he's probably fast asleep right now.
I'm not sure about that one.
Karen, I'm not sure which case you're talking about with Chloe. If you could kind of describe some of it. I'm not remembering a Chloe right offhand.
Or maybe somebody else on here may recognize it and be able to put it up here for Karen.
Good point, Lacey. Thank you to all the nurses and doctors out there. Anybody in the medical field right now. We all greatly appreciate your hard work, keeping all of us safe and saving lives.
Should we say our age?
Yeah, we talked to Don quite a bit. There's still a few areas we want to go back out there and see if we can find some bones or something like that. But yeah, we talk with Don pretty often. We actually stay really good friends with majority of the people that we've worked with on Chasing Evil and Paranormal Nightmare. Yes, Jennifer, my daughter is as well. We appreciate your guys' work too.
Thank you, Jackie.
Brett, we just like torn up hats. Actually, these hats aren't torn up. So, torn up hats, torn up jeans. We just like it rugged.
I'm 51 years old. That's what I tell everybody.
Thank you, Nicole. Luke, I don't know if we're going to go back to Waverly. We've kind of, when we first started, we did a lot of the secular haunted locations around the country, and we just really weren't getting any gratification from that because our main goal was to help people and find answers to what we dealt with as children. So, our passion is working with families and helping them find answers. And yeah, I love Waverly Hills. No, Wanda, Shauna's not really 50 years old. I was trying to see what that one was. Erica. Whoever asked about people getting us mixed up, people get us mixed up all the time.
Erica, she said, have anyone got y'all mixed up? Called wrong name. Yeah. When me and Josh was younger, there was some times it got really, really bad. I got in trouble at school because of him sometimes. Got sent down to the principal's office because of him. Because they thought I was Josh.
Donna, we hope to make it down there sometime. Don't know about sleep paralysis, if I would consider that paranormal or more of neurological. I haven't really studied the sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I think I've seen that in the Delphi, Chris.
What is it?
About the girl missing. I haven't got to look at it too much. Been doing some other things right now.
And we have done a lot of work on the Delphi case. It's just not quite ready, we don't think, for the upcoming season of Chasing Evil. As you guys can imagine, being such a high-profile case.
Oh, somebody was close about my age. Really close. Rocky's shy until you get the game going. But if you're just sitting in a room with him, which I mean, some of y'all would know if you came to our live events, then Rocky will talk your head off.
The scariest thing that happened that I can remember when we were kids was I would go to sleep and I would have these real. It was a real vivid dream, and I kept having the same dream over and over again, where I was in like this fireball, and I was surrounded by pure darkness, and this fireball was moving at like the speed of light, and then all of a sudden it would stop, and it would just drop out of the sky, and then I would wake up in the emergency room with IVs packed down with ice, running like 103 temperature, and this happened over and over again. And like Sean, he would just get up. We'd be watching TV, and he'd get up and just take off running and hit the floor, and he would go into a convulsion and start shaking, and his eyes would roll back. So it was it was pretty intense.
Shapeshifter? No, I'm not 46. Hey, everybody keeps guessing my age. Should guess Josh too. We're 16 months apart. I think it's 16 months.
Yeah.
Did we ever prank each other? I don't think so. Not really.
Yeah, we used to do that every now and then, but I got so pissed at him all the time, I told him to quit doing it.
Well, that and yeah. All right. So we got somebody saying Josh is 45 and I'm 43.
I'm not quite 45 yet, so don't push it, Ray.
Oh, okay. Let's see that.
Go a little bit lower for me.
Oh, somebody finally got it on the money for me. Oh, wait a minute. I may have messed up.
I think I'll be 43 this year, right?
Yes.
So Is that right?
No, you'll be 44 this
44. Year. So 44 and 43.
No, I'm 42.
You can't be 42.
You're 43 right now. I'm 42.
Oh.
You'll be 44 this year.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, I was born in 70, or I'm a January baby. Capricorn, January 16th of 78. Josh is August 15th of 76.
Yep.
So somebody can do the math and see if we're been telling you all the wrong thing.
We're actually 28 and 27, so.
$44 and 43. I went up a year.
Yes, Bambi, I am a Leo. That's August. What is January?
I'm Capricorn.
Capricorn. Everybody knows that Leos are better than Capricorns.
Jennifer, we just all get along. Everybody. Does anybody actually read their signs on a daily basis or anything like that? See, me and Josh's oldest daughter, we celebrated birthday together. Then my youngest son and Rocky's wife. Right?
Yes, Randy, this jacket has seen better days. I'm the type of person, if I get like attached, I get it like attached to like jeans and hats and jackets. It's like the one pair of jeans I had were so ripped up.
Hi, Benjamin. Sorry, I had to throw that out
that
there.
I even knew I had to get rid of them. And just, I remember standing next to the trash can trying to get rid of these pair of jeans, and how sad I was that I had to let them go. So I think anybody that's like attached to like a pair of jeans or a good ripped up hat, something like that, you understand the attachment that you had with that article.
Benjamin, I hope you're keeping yourself busy and occupied. Yep, Capricorns. That's a good.
Rocky's birthday is what, May 24th? I think May 24th.
Yeah, I think so. I think Rocky was born in '67.
Yeah. He wasn't born in 67.
No, I'm just kidding. I think Rocky's actually only like a couple years older than Josh, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Rocky looks the youngest, though. All I know is my house feels like a sauna.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
And the heat's off right now.
I'd open some windows.
Probably turn the air conditioner on. That's what happens when you sit here. You know, me and Josh ain't doing the good rule of 6 feet apart. So we got a webcam going on here, but it's just not live, or it is live.
Oh, it's live. It's just got a delay.
Oh, okay. Probably because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it working.
No.
You said it's live.
Because you're on the page watching it. It's live right there.
Oh, okay. It's not what we was looking for. See, one of us should have went to school for computers, but maybe we get this stuff figured out.
We actually are social distancing except for during live feeds. But we've both been pretty reclusive, so I think we're safe. No, Jeanette, we have not been to that location in New York. Noel, the best advice I would say for a beginner, go back and watch all of our early episodes, like back in like 2006, and whatever we did, don't do that. Because we made so many mistakes early on because we had no idea what we were doing. But just get yourself a camcorder. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Look Luke up. He's got some good ideas for camcorders. Get a voice recorder and just be yourself. That's the best thing. And always be respectful to the spirits that you're trying to communicate with. That's the most important thing. Is, you know, it's one thing to document evidence, but you don't want to document that evidence at the expense of, you know, being an asshole towards spirits.
Rose, we do still keep in contact with a lot of old cases we've done.
Angie, as far as the music, I've got an 18-year-old or 19-year-old and a 11, almost 12-year-old daughter. So my house is always a lot of rap music. So anybody's familiar with like 6ix9ine or Trippie Redd, Polo G, Eminem, stuff like that is what plays around the house.
No, I haven't been scared of a mirror since that happened. But not saying it couldn't happen again. But that time, yeah, it scared the living crap out of me. It was bad.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, my house, yeah, it's a variety of music.
If there's any people in the chat room watching right now and you're part of the Patreon team, just shoot us a comment and let us know you are, and we'll give you a shout out here.
If I don't pass you up, if I do, I apologize.
Our kids, from time to time, have experienced paranormal stuff, but fortunately, none of our houses are haunted right now.
It's only rock music.
Yeah, we grew up, trust me, we grew up listening to the rock music and the band like Poison and AC/DC and Metallica and Kiss. But that's kind of not the generation our kids are listening to. Sindel666, thank you for being part of the Patreon team.
Sharon, thank you.
Yeah, Sharon's in the chat room. Was it Sharon?
Oops.
Yep. Lily, the most haunted location would be probably Penhurst or the Pollock Hospital.
Yep, 80s music is good.
Yep, like Metallica. I haven't heard Metallica in forever. I used to be a big Guns N' Roses fan. I was like a huge. My first man crush was Axl Rose, if you guys remember him.
He's doing better. He just needed to get his voice back a little bit better.
Yeah, Bobby Mackey's was crazy. For the short time we were there, we're hoping to go back down there and film an episode at Bobby Mackey's once all this stuff passes. Christina, yeah, we do listen to rap music.
Tony says, man crush, LMAO.
That means laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Tony, it's okay to have a man crush every now and then. You know, whether it be your favorite actor or your favorite singer.
It's hard to say, Kelly, what that could be.
Thank you, Cindy. Glad you found the show and you enjoy it.
Susan, no, they don't.
Yep, Susan, we all work, like I said, normal jobs, and then we set aside a certain amount of money to go out and work with families. We've learned over the years how to do it on the cheap, but we're always trying to improve our videos and the filming and all that stuff, the equipment, just to make the videos better for you guys, the viewers.
His chat's just wanting to jump around a little bit, so be patient with me.
Louise, we have talked to different TV channels over the years, networks. Some of them were just because what they'll do is they'll come to you and they've already got the show developed. And they're just looking to place talent into the show, and a lot of times it just wasn't stuff we were interested in. I think one place, they wanted us to investigate like woods, and then another place wanted us to be locked into a haunted location for like multiple weeks at a time with no communication from the outside world. And it's just something that we weren't interested in doing. Like I said, our main thing is working with families. I think if they ever approached us and actually wanted to help families or do something positive, we would be all in. But we're not too into the gimmicks of different paranormal shows.
Randy, me and Rocky's pretty much in the asphalt business in a way. If you're asking about our work, that we get paid from.
Underpaid. We've never really. I haven't watched the show. I remember them from Ghost Hunters and thought they were good people. But I just haven't had time to watch that show. We spend so much time doing the paranormal and editing and filming and stuff. We don't really, one, have a whole lot of time for TV, and then two, you just want to get away from the paranormal for a while. Hold on, what's that right there? Moses, thank you. Mud Shark, we don't have any corporate sponsors. Like I said, we've always just done our thing, and probably if we were smart, we would have got a manager like 10 years ago, but we're pretty normal, low-key guys from Ohio, and Louise, I do watch Ghost Adventures from time to time. I won't talk about the man crush with Zach or anything like that.
You guys had to start this man crush stuff, didn't you?
Sylvia, Donna, actually, we just got in contact with Donna right before Ohio went on a lockdown, and we were going to go over and do a cleansing, and now we have to wait. But Donna does want us to come back in and cleanse the home, so we're going to do that in the near future.
You guys are getting kick out of Josh talking about man crushes, huh?
I've only had a few over the years.
Thank you, Teresa.
Yes, I agree, Marlene. Zach is a bit much.
So is Josh. When you're working with him.
Amy has a crush on Zach.
Thank you, Luke. Yeah, Willow Creek Farm, it was a real good one. I enjoyed that.
What is it?
Brookie got a crush on Zach, too.
Uh-oh. All the ladies are crushing on Zach. Say, Zach, who? You got Sean sitting right here.
Nope, we got some Sindel got a crush on Aaron.
Mitzi, we hope to get out and travel out of the country one day. We actually get contacted by quite a few people in Australia and around the world, and I think that would be what would be cool for a show concept, is if you could go out and travel the world, work in family cases, but in different countries, and just showing, that it's not just the United States that's haunted, and all these other countries deal with the same things we do. And plus, to see if you're documenting evidence in the native language of the country which you're investigating. Oh, Jeanette has a Sean crush.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Thank you, Jody. We appreciate the support. I agree. Like, the old Ghost Adventures was really good to watch, and like the new stuff is just kind of over dramatic and overproduced. But they're where they are now because of what they've done. Yes, Chris, that'd be the neatest thing, is just to see the different types of paranormal activity and stuff you would run into. Because I've watched some stuff on YouTube, and I don't know if it's all real or not, but like over in China and stuff, some of like and even Japan, some of the paranormal stuff that they document seems pretty more like poltergeist stuff.
Can't pronounce that. You have a membership, so how would do myself?
Thanks, Kenneth. That was a pretty cool episode.
Mary, I'm not sure what you're asking for a membership. We got our Patreon.
Yeah, Mary, if you go to our Patreon, it's linked on some of our videos down in the description. We do a lot of like behind the scenes pictures and videos, and then early access to episodes. Like, some of the people on Patreon have seen parts of season 3 of Paranormal Nightmare, and it's not due to be out until like May, which now might be June.
The real. Ladies, please continue yourself. I know we got talking about Zach and everybody went nuts.
Thank you, Robin. Hopefully you're liking Patreon. We try to get in there and talk to everybody.
Well, hello from Japan. Thanks for joining on here with us. So it's 11 a.m. here in Japan.
Scott, we used to work with Cassidy Ray. I think she was originally on, was it Psychic Kids or something like that? We met her at a event we were speaking at, and then we worked with her on multiple different episodes. Cassidy is a great person to work with, very talented. She just kind of went off to school and started her life, and we've kind of lost touch. So if Cassidy ever sees this, hi Cassidy.
Hi Cassidy.
We miss you.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna sit here and sweat to death though.
Yeah, Sean's got it hotter than shit inside his house right now. It's like roasting. Hey, Eric. Let that shit scroll. You're holding it up too long. Is it even scrolling?
No, it's scrolling. I'm just, I scroll and then I go back. Then I just stop it.
Hey, Ray. Ray Lewis, thank you for your being part of the Patreon team. I think I may have just sent you a message today or the other day.
I'm too comfy to move right now, though.
Monica, we don't get fan mail. We just don't put our addresses and stuff out there. Like I said, sometimes you do get death threats, and especially working chasing evil, and so we don't want to do anything that's going to put our families in danger. We're hoping once all this stuff passes, we'll do some more like public meet and greets. Find out what's the closest and best location for you guys, and we'll just all meet up and chit chat about the paranormal.
Amy said get a P.O. box.
That is correct, Amy. We do have a P.O. box. I forgot about that. Rocky's got a P.O. box.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, Louise, there are a lot of crazy people out there.
All right, Amy, we'll work on that P.O. box. I'll talk to Rocky about it.
Matter of fact, I think a couple days ago we got a death threat. And that was from Chillicothe, Ohio. Evidently, somebody in Chillicothe doesn't want us working on the missing girl cases down there.
Rocky's been back to work, so he's been pretty busy.
Sean is the only single one out of all of us. He's an available. I don't know if he's not single.
Yeah.
You're single. He's single but not ready to mingle. So. Yes, Monica, we do take safety precautions. We kind of learn. We don't announce like on social media when we're coming in town to film. And then we took all the stickers and logos and stuff off our vehicles when we go in town. So we're pretty low key. And well, we're working on more merchandise right now. We're hoping to get some stuff out there. We want to get like Chasing Evil and Paranormal Nightmare. We've just been so busy.
Looks like probably a couple more minutes, y'all, then we're going to be wrapping it up.
Yeah, because Sean's house is like 145 degrees, so the virus won't live inside this house. It's so freaking hot.
That ain't no shit. SHAUN for you, Peekaboo. Yeah, I'm just ready for this to get back over with. I'm ready to get some more tattoos. I haven't had a tattoo in forever. Which I'm sure we got a lot of people on here maybe that's got tattoos and missing getting them. Yeah, I apologize if we didn't get to everybody's questions and stuff.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll do some more lives in a place that's not quite so freaking hot, and maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we'll just turn on the air condition. But we're gonna. It's like been running for an hour, so we're gonna wrap this up, and then hopefully we'll get back on here soon and chat with y'all.
Yeah, we'll give you more of a notice next time. This was kind of just last minute. But yeah, we'll give you like days or so notice and do it at an earlier time. That way, more people. I know some parts of the world it's early in the morning or late at night or something like that. So we'll figure something out. Maybe do one on the weekend. Just trying to give you guys something to do and get your mind off of all the stuff out there. And again, we just want to say thank you to all the people who work in hospitals around the world, the nurses, the doctors, the janitors. I mean, just everybody involved, home health care workers, anybody working at nursing homes. You know, we want to give you guys praise for your work that you do and saving lives and keeping people safe. And I know you guys are on the front lines and scared for your health and your family because you got to go home, and just be safe and know that everybody around the world's praying for you guys. And I think we'll all get through this and, you know, look back at 2020 for being one of those years of the coronavirus, and things will get back to normal. So just keep your head up, stay positive, and smile, and do your social distancing, and, you know, treat everybody with respect, especially on social media. You know, spread the love, and everybody take care.
That's what's cool. We got a lot of good fans and a lot of respectful fans, and you guys rock. Every one of you. So, alrighty. Y'all have a good night or good morning. I think we got people around the world, so.
Okay, good night, guys.
Good night.